VA loan eligibility. Who qualifies and how to know if you can use a VA loan. Short story, if you did your normal service and you got out and weren't a dirtbag, you got a VA loan. Probably. My name's Murph. I am a veteran myself. I turned loan officer and I specialize in VA loans. It's my niche. I have a bunch of websites dedicated just to helping veterans. I'm located in Tennessee. And if you need help with your loan, hit me up. All right, so let's get into it. So there's a lot of confusion going around between active duty veterans and reservists. So we're going to just cut through it, and I'm going to tell you the facts and how it works. So active duty and being a veteran, the timeline, the numbers are the exact same. There's no difference. Those numbers are wartime service, minimum of 90 days consecutive of active duty during a designated wartime period, right? Or for the peacetime service, a minimum of 181 days of active duty during peacetime. I tell people I don't even care about those numbers. If you have been discharged, right? Honorable discharge. Normally you did your 3 years, your 4 years, your one and done. You were like me. You got in and you were like, this is cool. And then you're like, no, I'm going to go do something else now. You're going to have a VA loan. It's as simple as that. If you're a veteran, check your DD 214. If you are active duty, a certificate of eligibility is all you really need for that. Certificate of eligibility also for the veterans, please, because your loan officer will thank you. So the National Guard and Reserves. Actually, before I get into that, this is for all the branches. This is for Army, Marines, Navy, Space Force, basically everything. I don't know. I don't care. It's for our military. Thank you for your service. National Guard and Reservists. So eligible if you served more than 6 years in the National Guard or Reserves, even without active duty activation. So there's a caveat to this that if you were active duty, right, you did your time, you got out, and you joined the Reserves or the National Guard, these numbers don't matter. The 6 years do not matter because you are already a veteran. So you don't have to I did my 3-4 years, got out, then joined the National Guard. You're a veteran, doesn't matter. But it is 6 years for everybody else, right? And it doesn't have to be all together. If for whatever reason you joined and you did 3 years in the reserve or guard or 4 years, whatever. I don't even know what the minimum contracts are anymore. You joined and you were there for 4 years and you got out. And then, a couple years later, you're like, dang, actually, it wasn't that bad. I think I want to do that again. And you join again. As long as you meet 6 years, you're good to go. You can use the VA loan, as long as you were discharged honorably or, normal circumstances. This one's always kind of sad for the surviving spouses. First of all, if you are a spouse watching this, to get information, I am sorry for your loss. Thank you for your significant other's service. So you are eligible, right? Eligible if you're the spouse of a service member who died while on active duty or from service-connected disabilities. I know the active duty term is kind of confusing. If you are a reservist or National Guard and you are activated and you are deployed, and that happens, then the spouse gets the loan, which is a excellent thing that our government is doing that and just not saying, nope, it was under this person's name, they're gone, no more. So that's awesome. Also eligible if you're the spouse of a veteran who has died from service-related causes. That is a little tricky and a little more of a case-by-case thing, but basically meaning, let's say you got out and you're on disability for having cancer or something. The military says, yep, we gave this to you. We're giving you a disability rating. If you were to, pass away from that, your spouse also gets the VA loan. There are typical, there's a rule about being remarried, right? There's exceptions if you are 57 years of age and older, but you're not going to get the VA loan if your significant other passes away and you immediately remarry and then you try to get the loan stuff. It's not going to work. You got to get the loan first and then remarry. Again, it's a very sad topic and whatnot. You just have to get the proper documentation, certificates, and things like that. But discharge status, like I said, generally you must have been honorably discharged or general under honorable conditions. So if it's dishonorable or bad conduct discharges, sorry, hey, you're not getting a VA loan. That's your fault for doing whatever you did or making Sergeant Major mad. I don't know, but that's the facts. That's how it is. There are exceptions for medical, right? If you're med boarded or things of that nature. There's a caveat to hardships. I have never, in my time of doing VA loans, ever dealt with anybody who has even had the code on their DD-214 of hardship. I've never even seen it, so that's just a whole different thing. I can't speak to it, but if it ever happens, you bet I'm going to do a bunch of research and try to figure it out and help everybody out. To verify, just get your DD-214 and look at the bottom of it. I don't remember the block. I think it's 24. I don't remember. And it'll tell you everything. But the main things, like I said, is this video is just for the eligibility. I'm not going to get into all of the other things about how to use the VA loan, no PMI, no down payment, nothing like that. That's a different video. But I will link the video on how to get your COE because it is very, very helpful. That's around here. Basically, you just go to your va.gov e-benefits portal, or your lender can pull it for you. Your loan officer. I typically like to try to have my veterans do it just because most of the time you're fresh out, you don't know how the va.gov website works, and you're going to have to go on there anyway to get me some paperwork, so you might as well just do it. You can get it delivered by mail, but please God, do not ever get it delivered by mail, because you tell a loan officer that, you will be in a group chat and they will be making fun of you, right? Just get it online, nice and easy and simple, and it'll go from there. But anyways, I am VA Loan Guy Murph. I hope this video was helpful. If not, I don't know. Watch it in half speed and listen closely. But if you would like myself and or my team the team that I'm a part of, help you with a VA loan, reach out. Links down below. You can book a call with me, join the Discord, whatever. We'll figure it out.